So I'm interested in your opinion. I've got this is going to be wrong. Okay, I can tell you that right now, and I'm going to get ripped for it. But I had this thought watching Arizona play Oregon the other night.
Ooh.
Does this Arizona team have 97 vibes? And for those young enough...
It's a great year. It's a wonderful year.
Was that the year you were born? Don't tell
Yes.
me that was your... Oh,
Yeah.
F. In 1997, not only was Will Ortner born, but that was the year that Arizona won the national championship. They had Miles Simon, Michael Dickerson, Mike Bibby, and Jason Terry as their main scorers.
Right.
Now, that team, I'm going to give you a little history lesson here, Will. That Arizona team, they finished 5th in the Pac-10. Not great. Not great. They finished, so this team finished 3rd in the Big 12, which, moving over to the Big 12 first year, they did pretty good. They just started pretty slow.
Mm-hmm.
So that team, 97 team, was as high as number 6 in the AP. This team got as high as number 9. They are both 4 seeds and both flying under the radar. The team in 97 barely got by College of Charleston in the second round. And, of course, Arizona had to fight and claw to get by Oregon. What ended up happening in 1997, which no one saw coming, they were, at this point in the tournament, the Sweet 16, Arizona, as the 4 seed, with all those bros, matched up against the number 1 seed in the whole tournament, and it was Kansas. And it was the single best team that Kansas ever had, and I am not kidding you. Dude, they were awesome that year. They lost 1 game, and it was in double overtime at Missouri. They were the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. Their starting lineup was Rafe LaFrance, Paul Pierce, Jacques Vaughn, Jared Haas, and Scott Pollard. Loaded. They were awesome. And Arizona absolutely took them to the woodshed. Kansas came all the way back in the game, and towards the end of the game, they had a shot to maybe tie it, but Arizona dominated the game and was able to get out of there with the win. I only bring this up because as I watched Arizona the other day, I'm thinking, okay, you got Caleb Love, you got Bradley, you got Lewis, you got Townsend. They have a lot of dudes, and they're kind of flying under the radar. Nobody really believes in them. That's very much like the team from 97, and they are now playing the number 1 team that everybody thinks is going to cakewalk and win the whole tournament. That's the exact same scenario.
Yes, but I think I would be more trusting of it if they didn't. They didn't beat Oregon. That was a race of who did less to lose the game, because that was as sloppy as it comes.
Well, like I said, I want you to understand, Arizona in 97 won the whole thing. It wasn't just a Sweet 16 win over the best team in the tournament.
Yeah, they went on
and won the whole thing.
Right.
That second round against College of Charleston, they did not play well.
They looked bad.
They did not play well. They barely won. So nobody was giving them, people were like, whatever, Arizona. And they were saying the same thing you're saying. And then
history repeats itself.
I mean, I don't know. I guess my question is I don't know if the talent, Caleb Love is awesome.
When he's on,
yeah, because he can be wild. He never met a shot he didn't like. So
exactly.
if he goes 5 of 23, they're gonna lose.
Exactly.
But with Bradley and Lewis and the white kids,
Vahir or Vasar,
yeah, that guy or whatever his name, and the town, whoever. I mean, they kind of have some bros. Remember, Caleb Love ended Coach K's career. Remember that in the Final Four?
And he was awesome in that game, and he hit all the big shots.
North Carolina.
He's going to be the key in this game. If he is absolutely on, and they could not have the dumb mistakes that they made. Like if Awaka can stay out of foul trouble, if Adams can not miss a dunk, still hang on the rim, grab the ball, throw it down for a technical. Caleb Love was the reason why they beat Oregon, though. He was on, awesome. And he didn't miss a shot. But if he's on...
Yeah, well,
maybe
he's just guys like him rise up. Like you need special players to go deep in this tournament, and maybe they can ride him. I mean, it's happened before.
North Carolina did.
Yeah, exactly. He's been to the finals with North Carolina, and remember they already played once this year. Arizona played Duke. Arizona lost to Duke by 14 in Tucson.
They got smacked.
I remember that game. Because I was like, oh.
It's young Duke.
Yeah.
Duke's gotten much better.
Way better. And that's why I think I bet on Arizona in that game. I think I remember that going, oh, Duke on the road, young,
right.
soft, dude, Arizona. And they beat, Duke took care of them. But, Duke has gotten a lot better because watching Duke earlier in the year, Kansas beat them. I mean, they were really soft. They could be pushed around. Like Cooper Flagg was like, dude, come on. Mm-hmm. But now all of a sudden, I mean, they look unbeatable. I'm just saying there are comparisons,
right,
to 1997 that at least they just kind of have that vibe. And I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping to be wrong here. I hope Arizona beats Duke.
Right,
but I don't. I'm guessing on Monday I will be wildly wrong.
I want a little more craziness. And I think that we're going to get it. Like, the one nice thing about the Chalky tournament is you don't have that, or you probably won't have that blowout game. And I was looking at the matchups today and, trying to go through, okay, what do I want to bet? Where do I want to bet? Like, what team is this? What team is that? And I'm just incredibly excited. Like, even that Arizona Duke game where, like, Arizona looked sloppy in the last game of the first weekend. Like, they just looked sloppy and they won. They were the least sloppy team in a very sloppy game that they found a way to win. And you're going up against a Duke team that has looked anything but sloppy. They're the only 1 or 2 seed that hasn't played with their food at all. They've covered every game easily, dominant. It would be fun if Caleb Love had a Caleb Love game.
I feel like it's going to be a game.
I think so. I think they're all going to be games. I don't think you're going to see a blowout. Or if it is, it's like a late thing.
I got a blowout for you.
Purdue, Houston.
No, not at all. I think
that's Houston, the one I was thinking.
Houston will play with their food. I mean, Purdue's. I think Houston wins. I don't know if they cover. I mean, the spread's what, 8?
I think it's 8.5.